These are probably the most expensive Birkenstocks I've ever bought, or maybe even the most expensive Birkenstocks that they've ever made, really. Because I know they've got like that line that's 1884 or something. That's like their high-end premium collaboration line. 1774. I was pretty close. 1884, 1784. You know, because they've got a bunch of weird, highly expensive like shoes that are probably not even remotely close to the value to match the price. Because I doubt, like, these $450 shearling, are they real shearlings? Shearling? Doubt it. Let's find out. Oh, maybe it is real shearling. All right. I take it back. But that is their more premium line. You know, and it seems like that's where they launch a lot of their collaborations. And I saw this collaboration online. We had a few people hit us up and be like, did you know Birkenstock and Filson are working together? And Filson and Birkenstock are both some really time-honored brands. Like Filson, if you don't know, it probably has it on here. Filson began as an outfitter for the daring pioneers of the 1897 Yukon Gold Rush who abandoned the shelter of society seeking fortune in the unforgiving territory. Those hardy souls faced unfathomable hardship. Clothing and supplies were not merely a matter of choice, but of survival. More than a century later, Filson remains committed to equipment who courageously blaze new trails and challenge the unknown. And I've never had anything from Filson, I don't think, at least not like a new Filson. I might have some old like vintage Filson stuff, but I've just heard that like from some of their jackets and some of their other stuff that Filson is not the brand they used to be. And I don't have anything to back that up. That's just word on the street. And so they could be just fine. Birkenstock, on the other hand, we've seen how they've maintained their quality of some of their longest lasting products, like their mules, like their sandals that are still made with natural cork, natural rubber, the jute burlap layers that reinforce it. It's pretty decent leather. You know, they're a pretty good product, but at the same time, we've seen plenty of other Birkenstocks where they do this little thing where they're like, oh yeah, cork insole, it's cork this, cork that, we're Birkenstock, we love cork, everything's cork. Except this line around the outside of the shoe is clearly not real, it's a fake cork, and this insole that has a cork on the top isn't actually layers of cork. It's just like, there's a lot of BS thrown into Birkenstock, which is unfortunate because they still have a lot of really good products. They're not BS. And so the problem with that is you start to lose trust in the brand when you realize that you're not buying the same standard of quality across all their products. And I don't think it's horrible. You know, I think for the most part, most people that are buying certain Birkenstocks are getting the quality they want. But there's also, like, what was that one? It was like a line cook boot or shoe that had like carpet filling foam on the inside. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't get it. So we just released a bunch of our products in our specialty leathers, like the shrunken bison, some of that Red Wing-like leather, our blood core, and people right off the bat, people were like, "Hey, I want that in a bracelet. Hey, I want a wallet in that. I want this." And so we just kind of been adding a bunch of stuff to our offering in those leathers, like our knot bracelet. This is one of the very first products we ever designed. It's, you know, and it's not even designed in quotations because all it really is a little strip of leather with a little slit in the end. Put it through the slit, tie a little knot in it, and you got a knot bracelet. Now we also are releasing all these little rings, and these rings, the funniest way to ever come up with a product, because these might look familiar to you. It's this exact same piece. This little part that we add on our slim neck strap and our slim wrist strap is this little piece. And so we just started cutting them out of all the specialty leathers so you can make little rings out of it. You know, it was not even planned. It just happened to work out perfectly. Someone in the shop was like, "You can make that into a ring." And I was like, "I think you could, actually." So if you want to try out some of these leathers and you don't want to buy a $600 or $700 boot to try out some blood core or some of the shrunken bison or chrome XL, because that's the fun of it, is you get to sample some of these leathers that you've always wanted to get, but in a product that's a fraction of the cost, where you still get to see it age, you see how it reacts to how you live and the sweat and oil and dirt that you have in your daily life. So check out the knot bracelets below and the rings below in all of our specialty leathers and our stock leathers. So check them out below. And so to me, this boot kind of represents two time-honored brands that on occasion have edged closer and closer to that sellout, maximizing profits for the shareholders, that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested to see how good these are. And I bought these for me because, as you probably have noticed, like, I love pull-on boots. I love kickers. I just like Western style. I like pull-on boots. I love pull-on work boots, everything. And so that's why I've got my Viberg pair of pull-on boots that we converted from engineer to pull-on. We just did the White's unboxing of their pull-on boot. I'm trying to get Nick's to send me their Wellington 365. It's like a tactical pull-on boot. And so we just kind of faded into doing more and more pull-on boots. And so I might make this just a little series because there's two types of pull-on boots that I'm interested in. A really comfy, casual pull-on boot that you can like wear around the house, wear out to the car, not like a work boot, just like a comfy, cozy pull-on boot, which this is more like. And then I'm also trying to find my ultimate like kicker that's like really beefy, really built up, that balances some of the weight that causes me issues with pull-on boots because they literally pull off my foot because I have such a low instep and skinny feet. And so it'll probably end up being a little series. And I think there's a few other brands that are working on some pull-on boots. And there's also another ridiculous pull-on boot that I'm going to unbox. Well, I'm recording it right after this, but you guys will probably watch it later. But it's the Uggs Post Malone collab, which is similar to this one. So it should be pretty interesting. And as for Birkenstock quality, what they say on the box, at Birkenstock, tradition and heritage are important hallmarks of the brand that dates back not years or even decades, but centuries. Birkenstock is deeply rooted in the fine art of crafting premium quality of shoes that are good for you. Since 1774, Birkenstock, oh, that's why it's 1774. That's actually kind of crazy how long Birkenstock's been around. I must have completely forgot that. Since 1774, Birkenstock has passed the commitment down from one generation to the next, most of the commitment anyway. The result is the absolute best in quality, comfort, and support. And I personally hold Birkenstock to a higher standard because I think a lot of people are like, they got some stinkers of shoes and boots, but it's okay. But they do something so unique and so different that I'm like, just make all your stuff good. Like make it ultra premium because you're the only ones doing this like ergonomically shaped, like contours of your foot, the toe bar, wide toe box. Just make your stuff better, Birkenstock. So let's figure out how much these are and what these even are. I do like this box a lot. This is the Lahti, and these were not cheap. Yeah, $455. So if I don't absolutely love them, I'm for sure gonna cut them because I gotta recoup that cost somehow, especially at $455. Ooh, they didn't have this, because I got this from the stockist in Salt Lake. They carry a lot of heritage goods, Red Wings, Free Note denim, that's all I can think of, a bunch of other cool stuff, but these are really slick. I kind of want a pair of those, but not for $455 if it's not quality. Anyway, let's see what this says. Birkenstock X Filson London Lahti boot proudly bears a 1774 designation. This classification is only given to collaborative shoes and boots made with the highest quality premium materials. Sure, we'll see. These boots are exclusive to our newest collection, combining Birkenstock's extensive experience and signature footbed with Filson's legendary Mackinaw wool. They are built for supportive comfort. The foundation is Birkenstock's signature deep blue footbed. This 4-layer support is a lamination of polyurethane bed for shock absorption and an anatomical EVA core stabilizer bound together with braided jute. A microfiber top liner transports moisture away from your foot. The upper are made of a combination of flame-colored wool and suede. The traditional mock toe construction and signature foot-shaped toe box provide plenty of room for healthy walking. Fully lined with moisture-wicking microfiber, rubber cork outsole with cork running board. Some interesting usage of words and some stuff that these might. Because I tried these on at the store, but I was like, I had like 10 pieces of gum in my mouth at the time, and I was not paying attention. I was like, just goofing off, and so I didn't pay that much attention to these on purpose to some degree. So I don't even have a knife to unbox because really I didn't need to unbox it, but I got this NAF knife handy. So they're like kind of like a wood composite handle, but you can get a bunch of different scales. They have a glow and dark scale. They got a bunch of these really cool different knives that you can't help but support the local crew. NAF's from Utah, I'm from Utah. So I like it. So let's see what these $455 pull-on boots are. I don't know if I remember them being that much. I wonder if I got them cheaper because of Black Friday. Probably. So whatever, let's unbox them. Oh, those look looks so cool though. I take it back. I do like this color more. It's a little more, ooh, look at that, little duster bag. We have 1,000 of these. That's huge. I wish they would turn them into backpacks. You know, because I'm always looking for a little string backpack like you wore in high school for basketball, you know? Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what's what. Okay, so there's that wool upper. There's your leather mock toe. It is a true mock toe stitch. It's 2 different layers coming together. I really like how it wraps all the way around. That's a cool little element. There's your cork rubber outsole. I'm assuming this will be a little more durable and a little more grippy than the regular Birkenstock outsole, which I believe is just a blown EVA or blown polyurethane or maybe blown rubber. It's just like a foam. This is more of a solid rubber. I don't see that midsole layer they're talking about, but at least it all looks like it's leather, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut these, unless this video flops, unless there's like no interest. I'm like, all right, I'll keep them for $455. So what is the lining? It looks like leather. I don't think it is leather. Micro fleece lined. So I don't think that's leather. And then here's that blue footbed they're talking about. This is something I like that Birkenstock does. They have the different type of inserts. Sometimes they're used in really cool and smart ways. Other times it seems like it's just a little bit of a cop out. So, okay, yeah. So you still get the shape of Birkenstock. You get that arch support. You don't have the toe bar in there, and this is a lot softer than most of the Birkenstock insoles. And maybe that's part of why they went this direction, because this is a closed-celled foam. It's pretty soft. We'll do the durometers in the cut in half, but you can see it does have that jute and just a little bit of cork. I'm not sure. I doubt it's a lot of cork in there, but it definitely does stiffen it up. You can hear versus I can hear a difference. And it's just a lot more stable. See, like the forefoot, you can bend and flex. There's no cork in there, but in the heel, it has some flex, but it does have that structure. Interesting. I would rather have the fully corked one, because this looks like a fake leather top, fake leather lining. Underneath, I don't know what that is. Yeah, that might be the cork bed. So initial impressions, do these look like they're worth $455? No, I doubt it. Like, unless they're harboring some secret leather love on the inside. Not ever doing that again. I honestly think we're gonna cut them, just because I'm like, how do you justify $455? And I got a 43, I'm a 10 on the Brannock. Oh, what am I wearing? Just these Huckberry blacked out Red Wings. They're classic mock, all blacked out everything. And actually the reason I wore them today was I wanted to put some blood cord kilties in. Maybe I'll just show you, because somebody did this online and it looked so good. And I have it in here. This probably seems like a very shameless, intentional plug, but it is actually just a regular shameless plug, because I didn't even think about doing this before I sat down. But I think you guys will think this is pretty sick, because I'm gonna post about this pretty soon. What? Doesn't that look so cool? Fringe kiltie with the little pops of red. Try to cover my face so it focuses. Are you kidding me? It's so freaking cool. I love this blood core leather. Or you throw a no-show in there. Sometimes you'd be like, quit plugging all your products. I'm like, but yeah, but they're the most exciting things that I'm doing. Like, it's fun. Like, product design is one of my most favorite things to do in the world. And so being able to talk about it, share, and show you guys what I'm working on, I'm like, sorry, it's what I love. You can't stop me. There does get a point where it's too much. Like the other day we posted a video and we had a miscommunication about running an ad on it on top of a natural ad that was in it. And so I talked about, like, I just naturally talked about the Rugged African Troopers and the boot breakers throughout the video. I was like, oh, I just talked about them naturally. Let's not put an ad in that. And then somehow it got confused and said, yeah, let's put an ad in that. And so it was like, I did an ad for boot breakers and rugged troopers. And then I talked about them throughout the video, and a couple people were like, what? Is this just like all plugs? I'm like, fair point. That is a fair point. That was a bit heavy, but that was an accident. So we still, you know, we try to maintain it. I'm not trying to completely badger you guys with the cool products we're working on, but they are cool. I don't care what anyone says. So let's try them on. 10 on the Brannock. I got a 43. That's what I usually wear in most of my Birkenstocks. I like my little mules that are the narrow last, and this looks more like the narrow last. So let's see. Ooh, they fit almost like I tried them on in store. The one thing I do like is if you didn't like this footbed, you could replace it. It's not a plug for boot breakers, I swear. You could replace it with the other Birkenstock ones because they sell them on their site. Because that is a big bump right there, and I would almost rather just go with the full cork. Because they've got the full cork, I think. They've got cork with a little bit of foam, like the soft sole, and then they got this one. And so I'd probably replace it just because I want a little squish. I don't like having synthetic underneath my foot. But yeah, I like those. Yeah. Those are cool. $455 though? I didn't know that going into this video. So I'm probably for sure gonna cut these actually, because I don't, you know, I spend a lot of money on boots and shoes, and even I don't know if I want to spend $455 on these. So stay tuned for that video, because I'm now throughout the video convinced myself we're gonna cut them. So we'll see. Maybe there's some stuff hidden on the inside. Maybe they are. Maybe there's something about the wool that's really expensive. Maybe there's some layers I'm missing. Maybe there's something about the construction. Because it wouldn't be the first time I was completely wrong about a pair of boots or shoes. And I love these little pull-on boots. And so let me know what you think, and let me know what you guys are looking for in the pull-on boot industry, because I'm not necessarily looking to design a pull-on boot, but I'm always looking for holes in the market in products that I wish were out there that I want, and trying to make them. And so if you have any ideas of like a more casual pull-on like this, or if you have any ideas for like the ultimate kicker pull-on on how we can do a cool project of something that doesn't exist out there that you guys want, that I want, give me some ideas. I'd love to have your guys' help on it. And thank you guys for watching this. If you do want a pair of these, check them out via links in my description, because there is still some available. And I'm not convinced they're not worth $455. And there's gonna be a lot of people that are willing to pay that much money for a Filson Birkenstock collaboration. But we'll see. So wait for this, be on the lookout for this video, and thank you guys for all your support. See ya.